Hi guys, welcome to Travel with Vesna TV. This video is a part of a Disney travel series. I am sharing with you our Disney trip from this year and just like a bonus few clips of our last trip in 2019 where we also went on a Disney cruise. I just wanted to kind of share with you our trip and some things that we found worked for us traveling with a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. So hopefully you enjoy it. We only did one day at Magic Kingdom and one day at Animal Kingdom. So we stayed at All Stars Sports this time around, and we got in on a Friday night. So we decided that Saturday to be our off day just in case our flight was delayed or anything like that, so we wouldn't miss a day at the parks. So we stayed in the hotel and just explored what they had. They had this big checkered and chessboard. So my older son is in love with playing chess, so he was kind of playing a little bit with his dad over here. And then we explored the resort. It was a really hot day, so we went swimming as well. Now, that first night we went to Disney Springs for dinner. We had a reservation that we made well in advance at T-Rex. So we made that reservations the 60 days before our trip, which is when you can make the reservations. Because the first time around we did not make the reservation on time and thinking that we could get in, and there was just a big lineup every time we tried to go. So this time we were able to go. And here is the T-Rex restaurant. I just took a few pictures. I didn't want to record too much. And it's really cool theming in there. So if you have any kiddos that love dinosaurs, they're going to love this place here. It was super cool. They had the aquarium. They had the dinosaurs. My kiddos really enjoyed it. Everything was really cool and really neatly themed. It is pricey. And the food is just like your average food that you would get at, like a rainforest dinner or anything like that. But it was decent food. The theming was the best part of it, and that is why we went. So then our next day we went to Animal Kingdom. So this was a Sunday. It was Easter Sunday. The parks were sort of busy. It wasn't too bad. We had the reservation. It took us maybe 10 minutes to get through the gates and everything, waiting in line. And then we went right to our first Genie Plus reservation, which was Navi River Journey. And from there, then I just kept on making new reservations. We had River Journey right at, I believe it was like 9:10 or something like that. So that was great. My kids loved that ride, and we wound up doing it again, not on a Genie Plus reservation, but just there was just the wait time wasn't too bad, so we went on there. People say that you don't need Genie Plus for Animal Kingdom, but this let us enjoy some rides twice. So we did the dinosaur ride twice, and we did Navi River Journey twice. We really liked Animal Kingdom. We thought it was really cool. I still can't wrap my head around all of the different lands. For whatever reason in my mind, I can't. They all kind of loop around, but I'm still kind of, I need to go again. So anyway, it was really cool. So here's the Navi River Journey. I did the queue a little bit, and then I did not record in there too much just because it was kind of dark. So I didn't do too much recording there, but I did record the queue and everything all the way around there. And it was really neat. The theming again in Animal Kingdom is awesome. My kiddos loved it. It was a lot of walking, but they did really well. We didn't do strollers or anything, because neither one of them really likes to be in a stroller. Now, the first time around we went, my older guy was 3 and the little one was just 1. So we did have strollers. They kept on falling asleep everywhere, but it was still cool to go there. The Dino Land was really cool to see. I know that there's talk of them getting rid of this, so it's cool that we got to experience it. Again, they're into dinosaurs, so this was really cool for them to see. And then inside the dinosaur ride, the queue is really neat because there's lots of things to see and read and kind of explore. So we enjoyed that. And the dino ride is dark. It does have a dinosaur that kind of pops out and scares you. So if your kids get scared easily, it might not be the ride for you because it is quite dark and like you move around quite a bit. So we had to hold our little guy just because I was afraid he was going to hit himself somewhere. But he really enjoyed the ride. The older one got a little bit scared, but we did it twice anyway. And then you can go on the bridges and you can see different characters here. So we got to see all sorts of different characters that would ride on the little boats through the lands. And then we kept on walking. I really loved the theming of Animal Kingdom. I thought it was really neat. So we wound up eating lunch at the Restaurantosaurus because again of the theming, and then we had dinner at Rainforest. So neat thing is Rainforest is like right in Animal Kingdom, so we wound up going there for dinner. Again, we had reservations. We went to see the gorillas over here. They were really neat to see too. They came right up to the glass and kind of mocked us a little bit. They were neat to see. The kids loved it. We did we took the train ride up and we did the animation. My older son loves to draw, so we did that as well. We wound up going on not Dumbo, the Triceratops spin. I forgot what the name of it was. We went on that a few times because again they loved it. So we really took it easy and just did things as many times as we felt we wanted to. We also went to see the Nemo show. We went we went on, oh yes, we went on Cali River Rapids a few times. Again, we did Genie Plus and then we did several without it because the wait time was only like 10-15 minutes long. That app is great for you to see like how long things are. And we made sure that we were kind of in that area, whatever I looked at, so we weren't walking too much. But we wound up doing, I think, like almost 20,000 steps, which I'm surprised they did it, but they were fine. And then we did the safari, which they also really loved. I really liked it as well. I thought it was so neat. And yeah, so we had a great day at Animal Kingdom. I know people say you don't need the full day, and you probably don't, but we chose to do the full day and we absolutely loved it because we could redo several rides and we could explore different things several times. And they also played in the big sand dig that they have the dino dig there. They played in there for a long time as well. So we let them lead the way since this was this was for them. So, and for mom too. I really liked it, but yeah, so we really enjoyed it. So Easter Monday is when we went to Magic Kingdom, which was also great. We had the reservations and we did do Genie Plus because we were worried about the lineups. I've heard that, Easter's super busy because it's still spring break and Easter, but it was okay. I mean, it was busy, but we still managed to do lots of rides. The only bad thing about this day was the weather. It rained so much and for so long. It wasn't like what people say, it rains in Florida for 10 minutes and that's it. Like it rained for an hour. Then there was a thunderstorm. It was April, so it was kind of cool too. So it started off warm, and then with the rain, became colder. But we did have ponchos, and we were able to, hide from the rain a little bit. The only thing is, we went missing Peter Pan because they closed that land due to the thunderstorm because they were going to have the fireworks, and then with thunder and rain and wind, something about fireworks falling there, so it was a safety thing. So we did the Genie Plus. I did the 7 a.m. where I did the first Genie Plus that I could, and then I kept on stacking my Genie Pluses so that way we could explore more rides. I tried to, as best as I could, to get rides that were like close together so we don't spend the whole day walking back and forth, back and forth. But the kids did really well. We had our reservation at Chef Mickey's this day too, so we did it for kind of like a early dinner so that we could, after that could kind of be our midday break. We did not go back to the resort to get a break. We spent the entire day at Magic Kingdom. The plan was if the kids were not able to handle it that we would, but they were rock stars and they just kept on wanting to go. Our favorite things, we really liked the Little Mermaid. That was probably the one that we stayed in line for the longest because we did not have a Genie Plus, and the queue looked like it was short, and then once you kind of got in, it was quite long, but probably, like, when I say long, like maybe 30 minutes. That and Barnstormer, those were the two that we waited a longer time for, but other than that, the rest of the stuff was pretty good. And we wound up getting tons of Genie Pluses because, like I said, I kept on stacking them. So even when we missed Peter Pan, I was able to get Pirates of the Caribbean. So we just booted it back over there and went in there and kind of saved ourselves from the rain a little bit. And we also did the riverboat cruise, which we thought was kind of neat. It was a good way to take a break. The only down part was that, again, it was raining, so any of the benches that they had were out in the rain. So if you wanted to kind of hide from the rain a little bit, you had to stand. So my kids just kind of sat on the ground a little bit, as you can see there. And we hid from the rain. They loved the race car track. And for the little guy, because it was his birthday, they gave him a special treat at Chef Mickey's. So that was kind of neat as well. And Chef Mickey's was expensive, but the character experiences were great. The characters came to the table, took their time, and really engaged with the kids, and then you could meet Mickey afterwards. And then, of course, the fireworks at the end of the night were spectacular. I brought headphones to protect their ears in case it was too loud for them. The little guy wound up falling asleep on top of Dad's shoulders, so he definitely did not find it loud. And the older one loved the fireworks. So overall, it was a great day. It was a bit busy, but not too bad. We wound up doing almost everything that we wanted to. We wanted to do the railroad, which we didn't do, and the Peter Pan, which we missed, and Winnie the Pooh, because I couldn't get a lightning like a Genie Plus, and the wait was too long. And then the railroad, we just ran out of time. And then we had some time at the end because our flight wound up getting changed. So we wound up going to Disney Springs and explored a little bit there again. And we wound up having dinner at Blaze Pizza with this wonderful view out here. And then here are just some clips of us from our trip the first time around and the cruise. And I'll just let you enjoy that with some music.